Why, hey, this is Hans, and I'm coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. It's a show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And today we've got something from Taiwan. We've got NoodleMix with their 3 flavors in one. But it's weird because this isn't the right box. This isn't the right freaking... It's that box. That was the vegetarian box. I've already reviewed that. This is the 3 flavors in 1 noodle box of NoodleMix. Yeah. There's 3 different kinds of noodles in this one. So you're supposed to do 5 to 6 minutes. I'm gonna do this for 5 and a half minutes. And we got this, and we've got this, and this I want to crack open really quick first to see if this is definitely or not definitely something that needs to go in with the boil. I'm unsure. Yeah, it is vegetables. What are these? Are they olives? Kibble? This definitely has to go in with the noodle. Yeah, that is not a cooked thing. What is that? That I've had that before. That's familiar. So I think it's guan miao. Now I'm questioning myself because this is an ultra thin noodle. I will say that much. And now, timer on. There we go. So here we are, again, you and me, waiting for noodles. The other day, okay, now some people will find this to be like horrible, I guess. So as you can see the timer there, you can skip over this, but I don't know, it's something I'm excited about, so I'm going to tell you. So I vape. I'm one of those people who does the whole vaping thing. I don't do the little ones that look like cigarettes. I think those are disgusting. I smoked for, God, years. And then I got one of those things. I got a blue e-cig, and it was garbage. It wasn't very good. And then a friend of mine who vaped said, listen, you got to get one of these pen things. And this was back in, gosh, 2014 or 13. It's been like 10 years I've been vaping. And anyways, probably 2013. Yeah. And anyways, I got this thing, and it was like, wow, this isn't bad. It had like a wick, and you put the liquid in, and it didn't work very good when it really came down to it. And the battery had a knob on the bottom so you could change the intensity. And the little coils you put in there that heat up the liquid and make the vape. I don't want to call it smoke because there's no combustion, but the vapor. It was just nasty, gross. It just did not work right. But then over time, I tried new things, and new things came on the market. And the other day, so I go out, I walk, I do all this stuff, and I vape. If I smoked, I could never do that. Or I could try, but it would just be like laborious. I remember when I first switched from smoking cigarettes to vaping, the first thing I noticed was going upstairs. It was like when I smoked, going upstairs was a battle. It was like I get to the top and it was like my lungs hurt. That like went away, God, in a week. And yeah, that was nice. That was really nice. I don't care what there's is it good for you? I'm not gonna say it's good for you. It's funny. It seems like there's so many things that they say, like, people ask, well, is it healthy? It's like, nothing's healthy. You're gonna die, and everything you do is gonna make you die sooner or later. So the later, what's really healthy is getting out, getting exercise, and eating right. Smoking crack, unhealthy. Okay. But no, I mean, the vape thing, I use, like, what is it, 3 milligram per, I don't know what it is. I use a 3 mil. Generally, people that just quit smoking are recommended they use 18 to 24 milligram. I use 3, which is nothing. The only reason I even have 3 is that it gives you the same sensation. You actually get something out of it. If you use 0, which you can do, you can just have vape liquid that has 0 milligrams of nicotine. It just doesn't hit the same way. So I'd rather have 3. I've gone with 1.5, and it works almost as well. But 3 seems to be the right spot for the experience for me. But anyways, yeah, so I've gone through a million of these things, and the last one I had kept falling off my nightstand. And it finally, the other day, it fell off my nightstand. So I went and I had to get a new one. So I walked down the trail, and finally I got the directions off of Google. It didn't work right. I ended up having to walk up this super steep hill, go down 1.5 miles. Then I tried using the navigation on my phone. It said, turn around and go 1.5 miles. And it turns out at the top of the hill, right across the street, down maybe like 100 feet, boom, there's the place I was trying to go. But I'll show you what I got, because you might see it every once in a while. Look at that thing. Woo. It's kind of heavy. It's got 2 big old batteries in it, but I like it. It's a touch screen. It's super cool. But yeah, it's a Geek Vape T2 Geek Vape Touch. Okay, and then we need 30 seconds covered. And we don't want it to boil over, because that's what it did last time. I'm gonna take this and go like that. And hopefully it won't just like go everywhere. But yeah, I like it, and if you smoke, you should freaking really, like, I've got a buddy who's been smoking for years, like decades and decades and decades. He's like, I don't like it. It's just not the same for me, blah blah blah. It's like, then you've just been using the wrong thing, man, because I don't know. But the serious health benefits that you can get out of vaping compared to smoking regular cigarettes that you light on fire, the health benefits for people around you, I am a strong advocate for vaping. The batteries don't explode unless you're a knucklehead. It's like trying to like charge a sin tax on toasters because some doofus is putting their forks in their toaster. Seriously, it's ridiculous. You know who has the biggest problem with vaping? Tobacco companies. That's what I think. And what sucks is that the stuff that big companies like that create and try to put on the market, they're horrible. Oh my God. The ones that look like cigarettes, those vape things, God, it's just like, I've gotten ones that taste like rusty metal. And I think they make them crappy like that so you'll just stick with their cheap product, which is paper with tobacco leaves and a bunch of filler. So, do. It's really not good for you, but I mean, there's plenty of things that are way less good for you. I need a thing. Don't I have a pair of scissors? A pair of scissors? But yeah, I'll say don't like just like go out and start vaping or smoking. That's stupid, but if you don't, then you're good. If you smoke, then maybe try something else. Alright, here we go. I'm stirring the stuff, and boy, there is a lot of oil and stuff in this one. I'm really curious what is in this, because I'm not exactly... Something gritty's on the stove, and I don't care for that. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. These are not olives. I really don't think they are. Maybe they are. Look at that. Oh, they're not. They're sweet. Are they plums? Maybe they're plums. If they are, they're quite good. Little sweetness. Little sweet. Here's the noodle. As you can see, very thin. Okay, I want to try those in concert because that's an interesting taste. That is very interesting. There we go. Wow. I'm telling you, these guys are doing something very different. There's this company, there's another company called John's out of Taiwan. I really hope these products do end up making it to the US market, because they are just like very gourmet, very, very different. If you're thinking you're gonna get like something different, you're not, or you are. I mean, this is really, really, really interesting stuff. And no, these are not olives. Not by a long shot. So since this is a Taiwanese variety, we're going to refer to these as scallions. Ah. See, everybody calls them a different thing. Usually in Korean varieties, we'll refer to them as green onions. I really don't know that these belong, but I've got them here, and I really need to use them. In Japan, they call them negi. Scallion, green onion, spring onion. It's all the same. Just where you're at. It's like over here, you call it cilantro. Overseas in Southeast Asia, it's referred to as coriander. So like you'd call it coriander in Singapore. That is interesting stuff, folks. Oh my, it looks dark outside. Holy moly. Wow. A little seeds of the sesame. I think I want to use some crushed red pepper. I like to put that on the, like that. Well, I wish my plating had looked better, because this stuff is really quite fascinating. This is, if you ever see these at Asian groceries in the US, let me know, because I highly believe in extolling the virtue of wonderful Taiwanese products, and this fits that bill. Oz the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Like and subscribe really helps me out. Have a good one and bye-bye.